I was watching Eternals, and I had pizza, I was eating, and I wanted to put something on. It's one of those things where sometimes I don't want to always react to a lot of things that I watch. Like, I want to be able to watch movies or TV shows without reacting to them. There's got to be a balance, you know? But I thought, why not do the reaction to this? I'm liking where it's potentially going, so yeah, I mean, maybe it'll bring up some like good conversation at the end. So I'm not starting at the beginning. I'm starting where freaking Robb Stark and Jon Snow are about to meet. I don't know why they're both in this. I'm not going to complain. And again, as you'll see some of these reactions coming out, I'm really just trying to make things more homey, more relaxed, more so I can feel like I can be myself, I can be present in my own body rather than like trying to go, be up here, over there. I'm just trying to be like, watch movies, enjoy them, because that's what we're supposed to do with movies, and maybe have like some great or fun discussions. But I'm gonna try to just relax and hope you guys can enjoy. I'm just ready to see the reunion between the brothers. Oh boy. So where does the bus driver go? He's like, so that's your ex? He's the ex? And he's taller than me.
Hello, Dane.
Well, I guess you must be the pilot.
You're gonna be fine, John.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos?
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
Why are you still here?
We've been waiting to be told we can go home.
Interesting, like they're the most powerful beings in the world, but they have to answer to someone. Is this back in the day? I mean, okay, we're back. I also love that, I don't know his name, but the Korean actor who's in Train to Busan, I'm so happy that he's in this movie. Because, I mean, he's a very famous actor in South Korea, and it's just cool to just see this crossover, like...
The plow, because that's what it does. It plows dirt.
So basically, they're trying to say that humanity never came up with their own.
Slower than some of us want.
They're saying we're stupid. It must be tiring, though, to be an Eternal. Like having to deal with people who are just so behind, and you see like the hate and the greed and all the human aspects. I mean the bad human traits that we have. And they have to be like super patient and calm and kind. But it's interesting, he's controlling them, which isn't like... It isn't like they're making this up on their own. Yeah, don't interfere.
And she also says that stealing is very, very bad.
Deal.
I know that they're a couple, because I think they're a couple, because I've seen like some clips, obviously, because this movie was like a pretty big hit, so. Oh, she has a power that I want. If I could have like a superpower. It seems like her powers are very hands-on and very like, she has to be close to people to help them, and she's very important then. That's what?
Wait, what did I say?
You said, I am very beautiful.
He's not lying. Oh, wow, okay. It's like, they're always meant to meet. They're soulmates. They always come back together. It's difficult. Oh my God. What? Where are we? Are they on sand? Mm-mm. Oh no. Was she murdered? Is she not? There's no way that she's completely dead.
It was a deviant.
So she is gone. So, you know what? It's cool that they all have each other though, because like most superheroes were alone for a while, and then they found each other, and I think they got more powerful because they had like a community of people that they could like relate to. So is that going away? Oh, into her. So now she's next.
Sersi, it is almost time.
Man, that would be scary. Ooh, he's a scary guy. What would be really cool is if Arishem is, what if he's not good? That's just how I would write the story. It's always battling, fighting. Yeah, she's like,
We don't interfere in their wars.
it's crazy. So we're
This
just,
isn't war.
what just happened to her?
Everyone is going to die.
Whoa.
Are you okay?
Whoa. Well, obviously this is like Invincible. Those are those vibes. Oof. Oh. Wait, so, but she doesn't die, because she dies now. Okay, so she can heal. So she's like one of the most powerful ones. Damn, okay, well he is.
Your mind is fracturing under the weight of your memories. I will have to inform Arishan and take you back to the ship where we have
It's
this
kind of like
technology.
a different perspective on Alzheimer's or dementia.
You're asking her to let you erase who she is.
I know you're upset,
Upset? I've watched humans destroy each other when I could stop it all in a heartbeat. Could our mission have been a mistake? Are we really helping these people build a better world, huh? We're just like the soldiers down there. Pawns to their leaders. Blinded by loyalty.
Let him go.
You're gonna have to make me.
Stop.
It's a deep message when you
If
like
you want to stop me,
reflect this back to our
you're gonna have to kill me.
own society. Like if we did have like gods like these, and it's like I can't really blame this guy. Like if you had the powers like to just make everyone just for 1 second stop, because it's like
one day when she attacks you, you might have to kill her.
okay, so they let her be. I love that. It's just like some of us have a lot of trauma too, and like PTSD and all this stuff, and that's also like you kind of go in and out of like you never completely heal. You just keep going and enduring, and like Miyazaki says. Oh, this is awesome. Growing up watching like Bollywood movies, I'm excited. Like I was in love with Shah Rukh Khan for a very long time, so yeah, that's fun. And he probably had so much fun filming that. I'm wondering if he's getting married or just this is some. Oh, it looks like Captain America's shield. What? Beautiful. Oh, they're filming.
I'm Karun Patel. It's truly an honor to be in the presence of the great Eternals.
And how does he know?
My friends from college are here. Actually, when we first met, he thought I was a vampire, and he tried to stake me through the heart.
Nobody ever wonders how you managed to be the leading man for over 100 years.
Is this Shah Rukh Khan for sure?
It's a beautiful creature.
What? This? No, it's hideous. You've never had one try to bite your head off.
Like his character is interesting because I have thoughts about movies and how they're very helpful to us as humans and music.
Gilgamesh!
Oh, he's Gilgamesh.
What took you so long?
Hey, you guys want to try my pie?
Ooh, you know that tastes good. And he doesn't need any of those like mitts.
Everyone in Centauri 6 is going to die.
It's like she's getting a message, a potential message from like the future. And again, I really want to say I appreciate that Gilgamesh is Athena's, or is it Thena or Athena? She goes in and out. She gets triggered, which is totally a trauma response. And a lot of people are forgetting. They're not remembering that trauma can cause people. Like, I have a lot of trauma. I can lash out at the people closest to me, and especially during that Pmdd time where really truthfully it's like everything flips. There's barely any control left, and not a lot of people talk about Pmdd, but it needs to be talked about because it affects so many women, and it's absolutely like it feels like a curse on women, and you can get triggered. I know this is we watch movies and we're like, you're eating popcorn, and you should watch movies, have fun. But there's always a message, I think, like, as well as in music. If you really listen to the words and read the lyrics, there's like deep messages in there that are extremely helpful for like just living your life. And movies have a way of doing that too. Anyways, all right, let's do this.
So now that Captain Rogers and Iron Man are both gone, who do you think's gonna lead the Avengers?
I could lead them.
Ajak didn't even choose you to lead us.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that there's, because we thought that the Avengers are like ants to these guys. I also love that Kumail's
Really good, Gil. You know, I can sell this. Put my face on it.
friend, like, he's like, I can trust this guy. I've seen him he's never changed. He's a guy you can trust, which shows that there's good humans, like.
I can't even figure out how to speak to Arishem.
Sometimes you just have to listen.
Just like the Weeping Willow tells Pocahontas. Oh, wow. Is that his hand?
Sersi,
Arishem.
So you can like crush her.
I plant celestial seeds into host planets across the universe. Now, the human population of this planet has reached the required amount.
Hold on. The emergence is like the end of the world? I disagree with this guy completely. I do not trust him.
Earth was my first mission. I was home.
Is it like your mind gets erased? Like you can.
There is no Olympia.
So that they've been fed a lie too. Like their belief systems are lies.
This is your true home, Sersi.
Whoa.
The World Forge.
So that's her. She's like a android almost.
Do not fail me.
That is a lot. Like, how do you even justify any of that? But then also, how do you question it either?
I thought we were heroes. Turns out we are the bad guys.
We're not the bad guys. We've helped the Celestials expand life across the universe. That's not what bad guys do. That's what good guys do. We have no right to stop the birth of a Celestial.
There has to be a way Tiamat can emerge without destroying the Earth.
Well, you guys gotta work together with the deviants. Well, I know that sounds bad because they were eating the humans.
दुनिया खत्म हो रही है. आप जहाज लेके घर चले जाओ.
And do what?
Right.
Watch TV?
His story is so interesting to me. His point of view is interesting.
You're kind, my friend. You will be responsible for your own extinction one day. Don't you think?
New rule, no more possessing people's valets.
Where is your sense of humor, Kingo?
You're not a god. You know that, right?
How ironic. Kingo, the movie star.
I've directed some things, too.
Yeah? Like what?
Some internet content.
I've just been told I've been sent on a suicide mission for the past 7,000 years. So excuse me for not giving a shit about your plan right now.
Yeah, he can wait and think about it.
Thank you for always taking care of me.
On any planet.
we understand those of us have a hard time, and we have the supporters who don't give up on us, even though it gets really tough.
If Arishem finds out you're trying to stop the emergence, I'm not powerful enough to protect you from him.
Hey, stop worrying about me.
I love this story. What a freaking beautiful story this is.
There's something
Of course. I'm trying to figure out this deviant thing, though. Right, because she can't really fight back. That's why you need fighters, and there's healers, and everyone has to kind of work together. Where is Drueg's girl? I don't remember her name. Wow, imagine being that strong.
No. Terrible timing, Thena.
Yeah. Oh, so no, the people are working together. Oh, well. No, Drueg's using them. The Drueg's like, okay, I got it. Oh, is that him? Are those his arms? They needed to show a little bit of something. Yeah.
A little help here.
Stay here. You're okay.
That sucks. Like being someone that powerful, but just not being able to have control over yourself and becoming like a hazard as well for your own team. Yeah, Sprite's powers are really cool. It's interesting, they look different.
Did you get that?
I guess it's like, how the hell do you work with the deviant? There's no way. 'Cause they're just, it's like they're literally programmed to kill. Or I don't know. Ooh. Oh god, but she can't get... Oh, I didn't realize how deep that was. Right, can she like freeze him? A tree. That's awesome.
Sersi! Are you alright?
I love her powers. They make me want to cry. No. He can't go. Oh my god. Oh, it's taking his energy. Thena, breathe. Start painting, and if you need to go and save him. He's evolving because of the energy.
Arishem used us and left us to die with each emergence. We just wanted to survive. I will kill you all for what you have done to my kind. You are not safe.
See,
Eternals.
Damn it.
You are murderers.
See, but now he has a reason for why he's trying to kill them. It's not like evolutionary, like I'm hungry, this is my prey. So he doesn't realize that they're on the same page.
Remember.
Oh. Oh, how do you live a life without like the person you've been with for thousands of years?
I remember.
I feel like Angelina Jolie is the perfect person to have played Thena.
I thought about taking over the minds of every human on this planet. Fear, greed, all gone.
Why didn't you?
Because without their flaws, they wouldn't be human.
Wow, that's what makes us humans.
They have a conscience now. That makes them more dangerous.
No, seriously. that makes them us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eternals and deep.
They're the same. It's the yin and yang. Gilgamesh. Wow. Man. Oh, that just shows. He thinks it's his fault.
If my technology hadn't helped them advance,
No, humans did this. We did it.
they're not worth saving. They're not worth saving.
Oh, so close.
Daddy, watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
No, he's a son.
Hey guys, these are my friends.
They keep saying that.
That's Superman. Dad, that's Superman.
Jack, it's really funny, Jack.
No,
that is
no,
definitely not
he
Superman.
He is Superman. I saw him on TV. He was in London fighting.
Oh, right, because people have camera phones now.
I have a family now, and I see the good in humanity in them every single day. So look, I cannot help it.
That's what it is, having children.
I don't use my powers anymore. You sure?
Because he's got like a barrier.
I bet you've built the perfect safe house.
Mm.
And what's this even made of? Vibranium?
You're gonna have to pay for that or like make it.
You know what my mom would say to you right now, right? لك حاجة تضيع وقتك يا فل، اهتم بشغلك.
The end of the world. Oh. I love this song. And I do think about this song as like ending a relationship or someone dying. It's like, how does life keep going even though I'm in pain, but that is life. It keeps moving forward. Oh, that's what it's called.
What are you doing? You know you were creeping us out. You know that, right? Oh God! Stay calm, Kate, please.
That's me. Oh my God.
This is Makkari.
Makkari.
Should I say, Miss Havisham. None of us have seen her for centuries.
So she's been there this whole time.
Emerald tablet. My beautiful, beautiful Makkari. Did you miss me?
I'm sorry. What are we watching? Because this are you
This
two?
new because I hate it.
If I can find a way to connect us all, one of us could become immensely powerful.
Like the Power Rangers.
We could be responsible for billions of lives not being created across the universe. Boss, am I right?
No, they're both on a different page. Ikaris and Sersi.
Sersi should decide.
Yeah, that is true. And Sersi.
Forget who Ajak chose. You're the strongest. You
That's
should be-
not how. No, that's not. No.
Just keep lying to yourself.
It's not about being the strongest or what you think is strong. Like, she is strong. She's the strongest because she keeps everyone together. This reminds me of Dune, which was fantastic.
How long do we have?
7 days.
Oh, so they knew.
We have to tell them the truth.
What?
Because together we might be able to stop the emergence.
To stop the emergence.
Why now?
That's what I was like, okay, is she good or is she bad?
This planet and these people have changed me. We have to bring everyone back together.
Something I have to show you first.
Why is it always Alaska? Oh,
They
one
must
of the
have been trapped
deviants.
in the ice for centuries and broke
Or
free
the
last week when
deviants.
the glacier
Okay.
started to melt.
Oh.
I can't let you betray Arisham.
Why don't you just kill me yourself? I've led you down the wrong path.
It's the only path I know.
Ooh. Dang. Oh my God. Well, then you would think that one of them had already then evolved. So this Either they all start evolving or it's just this guy. Because after the other one got, like, whatever, the essence of Gilgamesh, he... Dang. Wow. It's like sometimes it is the people closest to you that will betray you, because God. Oh, right. Because I was going to say, like, they're all a little different. Dang, that is... It's tough. It's like, in the end, sometimes people realize, like, damn, I made a mistake. All I believed in was a lie. They just didn't trust their intuition.
What you're trying to do is free humanity from the natural order.
It's not natural to allow all life on an entire planet to be destroyed.
Right.
Arisham's way is archaic and violent.
I want to fight, Sersi.
She's like the Jesus. Arisham is the old god from the Old Testament.
Sersi?
Oof, don't be in there with him. I can't trust him now. Like, God.
Started.
Find the point of emergence.
She's just gonna go all over the world. Ah, what an amazing power to have. On an island, a volcano.
What are you doing?
You're about to figure it out. He's betrayed you.
I wish Ajak hadn't chosen you.
I'm close to figuring it out.
Can anyone stop him?
You already knew about the emergence.
No, he didn't.
Ajak told me everything when we left Babylon.
Interesting that's where they were. They were in Babylon.
You killed her.
Druid just knows. Like,
I
he's
had
like,
to.
no, you didn't. He could just see through the bullshit.
I exist for Arisham. As do you.
No,
So
you can change.
I wouldn't change a single.
You gotta be able to choose your own person.
You are making the same mistake Ajak did.
What did I miss? Oh, shit.
Get out of here!
That's me too. Don't ask me twice.
You do not turn against your family.
You won't succeed against me. And I will kill every one of you if I have to.
Ugh. It's like they're locusts. I'm just trying to pull all the biblical references because now they're doing that. Like, they were in Babylon and...
I still think Ikaris is right.
So that's it, huh?
I love the people of this planet. I still have faith in Arisham. But I refuse to hurt any of you for my beliefs.
If only most people were like that with their beliefs.
हम लोगों के लिए तो ये बहुत बड़ा सम्मान है। हम सब लोगों की बहुत याद आएगी।
What a beautiful man. Oh.
If I'm gonna get myself killed going up against Ikaris, we'll need to have a backup plan.
I love him. I love him. I get him.
I'm not even sure why Ajak chose me to lead. You have loved these people since the day we arrived. So there is no one.
That's true. She was in it. She was with the people always.
The sphere inside of you, it creates a connection between you and Arisham. Maybe I can repurpose it and create a connection between, all of us.
You gotta have a scientist in your friend group. Yeah. Please be careful with it. Don't drop it.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, now you're glad because you don't want to be alone. You've ignored Sprite for like thousands of years.
Where's Drug?
He's busy.
Thena, play nice. You've never had to fight me.
But I've always wanted to.
Yeah. jeez.
I should have done this 5 centuries ago.
He was. He's been wanting to kill him for a while. Jeez. Man, if only you just worked with them. Like, that's so annoying. Ugh. Man, if only she had some powers to like protect herself though, because that, for being such an important character, and I love that she's wearing green because she's clearly like in, you know, the environment. She's the one that protects the earth. But I guess that's why working as a team is so important, because she needs to be protected.
I have to try and stop this. I need to get closer to Thena. Keep Ikaris busy.
We've got you.
Well, how are you gonna get over there? You can't run like that fast. Why are you telling her to stop? Like, she's trying to stop you. Oh. Oh. You know what? Take his essence.
Oh no. Not so bad. Boss.
Nice.
I don't think so. I've been wanting to clip your wings for a long time. Ikaris!
Wow, okay.
Broken. Damaged. Useless.
It's like the bad, those self-doubt. That evil devil on that one shoulder trying to tell you bad things. Oh. Can't doubt yourself. Ajak.
You're not powerful enough to do this. Are you really willing to let everyone on this planet die?
Oh. Did Sprite?
I'm sorry, Sersi.
No, you cannot. That is messed up. You can't find an excuse to do that. Oh, so now no one's gonna know which one
now.
it is.
We get to start over somewhere new.
But you don't know. Oh. But you don't really know that.
You'll be okay.
No, no.
Give me your hand.
No.
We're just tools of a god, built to kill.
Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, so they couldn't use the deviants. I just thought potentially. Is that the hand? That would be just, that would be crazy if that was actually real. She was saying something about she turned rock into air before. So yeah, she should be able to turn this into anything. Yeah, you can't. Come on. No. So this is their take on Babylon, which is really cool. Sersi taught him so much. Just humanizing. Because this is the other part of humanity is and love is so important to saving the world. Their love. At least, that her love influenced him. Yeah, girl, I mean, I don't know what you were trying to do, but... Oh, so everyone's got to work together. Wow. I mean, that must have done something, though, to the Earth. I mean, knowing humans, though, they'll just make this another attraction. People will just start coming here. There'll be lines. There'll be like, you can get your popcorn over here, your Slurpees here.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Oh. I love doing that to my boys and to my boyfriend. It's a really close feeling when you do that to people you love. Yeah, where are you gonna go? Ikaris flew so close to the sun. Or too close? Yeah, I don't know. Did he kill himself? I'm gonna run over there.
Sprite? I still have energy from the Unimind. I think I can make you human. But your time will be fleeting. You will die one day. Are you ready for that?
I am.
At least she gets a choice. Yeah, they've been living like this for 7,000 years. So that's enough.
What's your superpower?
Can you just... Violence, hey, violence is never the answer, right? See? You gotta always use your brain, so no violence. When are you guys leaving? When is that happening? That's happening soon, right? Don't go anywhere near him.
I think when we find the other Eternals out there, they'll accept the truth the way we did.
MLK. I mean, the truth shall set you free.
Told you that thing was addictive. Please visit.
When I get time off from school.
Oh, wow. Listen, it's going to be good for you to be in a human environment. You'll pick up some social skills.
Sometimes I wonder if we did the right thing.
But you followed your heart. We all did. Even Ikaris. Looks like someone's waiting for you.
But you can't be too mad.
Remember when we talked about no more secrets?
I have no more secrets, I promise.
I have one I want to tell you.
Oh boy.
What is it?
Rob is my brother.
Sersi. Sersi, what's wrong?
No way. Is the end still happening? That looks like, then that's Aramesh. Well, you're right, because he was gonna know what happened.
You have chosen to sacrifice a Celestial. Your memories will show if they are worthy to live.
Whoa.
And I will return for judgment.
But he's not gonna find a lot of good. That's for sure. Yeah, who are you though? Oh, it's done. Okay, so it's leading up to the next. Because, like, yeah, he must be someone too.
Arishan. We have to go back.
Is Kit Harington gonna, like, pop up in there?
What?
Drake is just oblivious. Women have art. We have intuition. It's just the truth.
Oh, my ears. My eyes are numb. No more drug teleporting for you.
Are these the new Celestials?
The royal prince of Titan, brother of Thanos, the knave of hearts, defeater of Black Roger, the great adventurer, Starfire of Mystery Planet.
Well.
I'm Eros. This is Pip. And you are as beautiful as legends say, Thena.
What do you want, lads?
Your friends are in big trouble. And we know where to find them.
Okay. He opens it up. A song of ice and fire? Man, why does she keep picking these men?
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?
Am I supposed to know that voice? I do not. Dang, this is a long movie. Yeah, so I guess first and foremost, I would like to say this was a really beautiful film. I'm hoping people have done some breakdowns so far. I'm sure people have. And I'd be interested to see what a lot of people have, what their thoughts were. Drueg's character being very interesting because he has the power to control people. And time after time, he has seen, and as we see in our history, there's always a battle, there's always war, there's always fighting, there's always greed, there's always this type of evil. And for Ajak to say, don't interfere, there's like, I kind of get what she's saying, because like, if he interferes, then they will never really learn anyways. They won't learn from their mistakes. And that's kind of like being a parent. You've got to like teach your children the way. But if you become too controlling, and I can say, like, for me, I'm definitely like a helicopter mom. I have a lot of paranoia. I'm scared for them to get hurt. But that also can make it that they don't learn how to problem solve on their own, how to make, because, we are not going to always be there. We're trying to train up our children so that they can be out in the world and be a part of humanity and be a good part of humanity. And but there's some things you maybe needed to do, like to step in, like with Hiroshima, it was like, but this is the thing. If they did do that, then there is no free will, which this earth is supposed to have free will. We're supposed to. I think sometimes we get lost and we forget, like we lose sight of our purpose. We lose sight of our purpose, and we lose sight of the overall reasoning for why we are here. And I think technology does have something to do with that, advancement, all of that. Like they said, every time something really horrible happens, we're able to overcorrect or to correct it. And then sometimes it becomes an overcorrection, which can also harm. That's why we are in a place now where we're literally living in magic times. Like that's, in my opinion, that's how I feel. That's something that my boyfriend and I were talking about that recently too. It's just weird that like nothing is ever really good for humans. Like 100 years ago or 200 years ago, if you didn't wash your hands and you helped birth a baby, that mother probably is going to die because of the bacteria on your hand. And then that's why moms were not making it after having babies and all kinds of stuff. Like for me, when I had Sora, basically, they were telling me during my birth, it was really a difficult birth. And they were like 100 years ago, which is great that they said that, but like 100 years ago, you wouldn't have survived this. And so to think like, I don't know, it's just crazy the advancements we've made, and in such a short amount of time as well. So I think things must happen for other good things to happen. Bad things must happen for good things to happen sometimes, especially if we live in a world that it's free will and people have their free will. I think though, the way that we use our free will and like the way we've created our systems, like societies, like the governments and this and that, I would see it as like a thing we should step back and really sit back and like talk about. As humans, we are all equal. We're all here, and no one really truly knows the reason why. But we should be able to have more conversations with like each other. And because again, like the planet, there's so many different people here, and it's becoming like it's a hot pot. Like there's all kinds of different backgrounds and belief systems and all of that, and we need to figure out how to make it work, which I think is what people have been trying to do, and clearly it's not really working because there's always corruption. That's what we're seeing. So going back to then Druig's part, it's hard for like, he was like, look, I've been living like this for centuries and I'm tired of it. Like I can't live like this. And I don't blame him. That's like a really interesting aspect. Like imagine there were gods that lived among us and they continued to see us make these the same mistakes. And I mean, century after century after century. And it's like, oh, they're good now, but then they're going to get bad. And then you start to see a pattern and you know what's going to eventually happen. So of course, a god like Druig would make sense that he would just disagree with Ajak and then kind of go on his own. I just think that it was very well done. It's just the what if. Look, we're kind of seeing it now too, where with teachers, with doctors, with people in healthcare, with people, because we're living in a time again where technology, the phones, there's good to the phones, but there's also bad. There is no balance. None of us, and including myself, like I catch myself, like I'd like to be in a better place, I think, with how I deal with technology and how I'm trying. Like I try to spend a lot of time away from it, but then there's days where I'm on it like for hours and I can tell like I'm more lethargic, I'm stressed, depressed. It definitely messes with you. And there's, because it's like at the end, like Sprite finds out how addicting these iPhones are. The phones are addicting. And they also can kind of sway our thinking and our feelings. And because there's always so many different things happening all at once and we're not used to that. Our brains are not evolved enough to have all this information come at us at once. And so I think I see some similarities to what we're going through right now. And for me, my superheroes, the way I look at it, as the people who make movies. So I wrote that down as this note, because we started to see this change happen where the Eternals were like, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of done. Druig was the first one to sort of leave and go. And he was, because it doesn't make sense. Why do we have to live like this? But what I'm seeing is, actors, directors, comedians, musicians, artists, they are our Eternals. They keep the love alive. And I really believe like everyone in that industry, so if you create art in any way, paintings, sculptures, movies, music, you're a producer, you're a mangaka, comic book author, all of these people, musicians, singers, they literally bring love, because music brings people together. A lot of the music I grew up listening to, like David Bowie, Queen, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, God, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And they were there to pretty much help all of us come together. The Beatles, like, people used to be a lot more united, I remember. And I think music does that for people. Not only does it unite people, it allows people to move their bodies, which is important, I believe. It allows people to let loose, let go. Dancing is so powerful. Like, it really is. Music is powerful. But then also there's the other side of things where once the arts are attacked and people start having a really tough time, like they don't want to act anymore. They don't want to make movies anymore because the general audience isn't really understanding it anymore. They're also, because celebrities nowadays have a voice, we're like, wait, you are only supposed to do one thing. Why are you talking? Why are you showing your emotions and your feelings? It's because they're human and they live here and they've been having these emotions and feelings. And it's just now that we have social media, everyone has a voice, every single person, and we get to see what they're saying and we don't have to agree with it. But this is where we are right now. A lot of people will say, how do these celebrities have hardships? They're rich. Well, this is a lie that people keep perpetuating, that if you have a lot of money, you are happy and you have nothing to worry about. But I think what it does is when you have a lot of money and you're able to, and you're a person who wants to do good, you start to be able to have free time, right? So if you have free time, you get to look inwards more and you start to really question, why are we here? Who are we? What's going on? But if you're working 9 to 5, you have a minimum wage job, you have 5 children, your marriage is on the rocks, or you are a single person, you don't really have children, you don't know who you are yet, and you can have children and not know who you are. It's again, we're all different and we're all complex. You don't have a moment to just sit back and relax and to think about everything else because you're not in survival mode, which a lot of these celebrities, they're not in that survival mode anymore. And when I say celebrities, I'm talking about people who have been making movies for a very long time. Denzel Washington, Will Smith, Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt. It doesn't matter if you have money, you still feel like shit. So my fears are for them to just get up and walk away and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't have it in me. I'm not going to make movies. Then it's like the whole thing in school when like some of the class is not talking and then the teacher punishes everybody because you know what, they've had it. They're just tired. They're human. They're done. There's just a lot of that going on right now. And I think also with the teachers, we're just taking advantage of a lot. We're in a place where, and here, I'll finish some of my thought. I'm just realizing that I start these thoughts and I don't finish my thought. But yeah, so it's just like, I feel like eventually if we continue to just keep being petty and just hateful for no reason, it could stop a lot of people from creating. And you're seeing that even with YouTubers who really made a lot of wonderful videos, but then it was just too much. There's so much hate that they got from a misunderstanding or saying the wrong thing or offending the wrong people. And then there's the mob that comes on you and you're like, well, you know what? I'm human. I gotta walk out. I can't handle this. And then slowly but surely we're eating ourselves. You know, we're not going to have these things anymore. And I'll at least say for me, movies have helped me in so many ways. TV shows have helped me in so many ways. Anime has helped me in so many ways. Books, manga. I wouldn't be here or the person I am if I didn't have access to those things. So thank you so much for creating. thank you so much for putting in all that effort to continue to make all of these things despite how we may treat like the artists. And it's just awesome, because I don't know if I could keep going if I had all that on me. But I guess that's the point. You just kind of keep going and endure. And the same goes for healthcare workers. The same goes for teachers. The same goes for, and I mean like the people who are there to heal and heal the minds of students and be like that, those supporters that really love kids and want and see that they're the future, and people who love people and want to heal and help. Again, for me, movies have always been a big thing for me, and they are life-saving, and they've kept me going for a long time. And I see them as our eternals. And so like when the arts start to die out and like people just have no more energy, like we keep putting these stuff out, but everyone keeps shitting on us, and they not only shit on our movies and what we're doing, but they're not even taking in the actual message. And so yeah, I mean, I think we're getting to an interesting time now where it's like we're humanizing a lot of these celebrities, which we should have done a long time ago. But a lot of people don't like this change, and they get frustrated to hear opinions by people they looked up to. But we should question ourselves and ask ourselves, why are we frustrated by people's opinions? It shouldn't divide us, but rather it should make us see that, right, everyone has a different perspective. Everyone has a different background. Like Sprite, her background is she's always been a child. She can't find love. That's her main goal for her. She wants to live. She wants to potentially have a family. And she can't do that because she's a child. So who's going to do that with her? You know, that's obviously. And so the weird curse of that, like Aramesh doing that to her is interesting. Like, what was the reasoning for that? I know I said something about having a childlike spirit it's important to have. And I think a lot of us lose that as we age. And we gain it again by having children, which I've seen for myself and my kids as they've grown up, and I'm able to introduce them to movies and music, and they introduce me to a lot of the way they see things and their innocence and their extremely like interesting perspective on life, and just having fun. And it's just interesting. So having that spirit is beautiful, but that's still a curse because they're living for like 7,000 years without being able to really, like they had to even leave, I forgot his name, but Kumail, and I think I called him Kumnail. I'm sorry, but Kumail had to leave Sprite because it was like a weird dynamic for the, you know, and as it makes sense, right? And we live in a world where there's so many differences, and we're all close together, and we know about each other. And I think we just have to have more compassion, more open-mindedness, which is difficult because of the fear aspect, which fear is the basis of everything. Anger, jealousy, insecurity, fear really messes with us and can create these illusions and disillusions as well. But yeah, it might sound like hippy dippy, but that is kind of like that's my perspective on things. I like to it's not that I can even control it. It's just really my perspective. I see the world in a different place. I just do. I see things very, sometimes extremely literal, and sometimes I try also to have this extremely big imagination and to imagine a lot. And so for me, like seeing stuff like this, it's just like, this is wonderful. And I know there's a lot of people who feel that same way. But yeah, I think it's definitely, it's a fantastic story. I'm interested to see what happens with Sersi's journey. We now see that the Dane is potentially evil or something, which is like, oh, come on, of course. And yeah, this was great. And the side story with well, actually, I want to make sure that I like finished my thought and my point about like our artists keeping love alive, which I feel like is dying out. I truly, truly, truly believe movies help heal people. Music helps heal people. I know that there's evidence of music helping with people with neurodegenerative diseases, and just kind of bringing your muscle memory back, people being able to remember how to play like a whole, like a whole song or whatever. Movies are changing. The pandemic happened and we stopped going to the movies because we had to protect ourselves. We were very afraid, but that almost shut down a lot of movie theaters. And if not, it did shut down a bunch. And that thing can't end. And thankfully we do have streaming services and all of that. But I wish too, for just my selfish reasons, that people would watch movies a little bit more like closely, like as if there's information we really need to use. A lot of people are upset lately, and it makes sense. Anger and upset is a part of human nature. It's just that no one is able to like express it in the correct way. It feels like you can't. And then it turns into a blow up. And our world is not too far from this. Like, I'm not saying like we're gonna have an emergence, but there's so much hate, and that it could go one way where most of us don't want it to go. But I think, again, I don't know what part was in here, but we've got to be participants, not spectators. And that comes from Squid Game as well with Ilnam. He says that the whole time. I want to be a participant, not a spectator. And because there's no fun in, not actually living your life and sitting back and just watching stuff and listening to other people do stuff is not participating in life. Where is your purpose? Who are we? But I guess I really like stories that kind of show this sort of plot and mess with it a bit. And it's just really cool. Gilgamesh and Thena are awesome. I feel Thena. Like, I have a lot of trauma that I'm learning and learning and learning. And it really, some days are really great. I feel wonderful. I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm generous. I'm dancing. I have all this energy. And then other days I cannot get out of bed. I'm paranoid. I'm scared. I'm suffering. And it can hurt the people who are near me in like how I react and how I can sometimes even lash out. And I think that aspect of trauma, again, is not talked about. It's just about, you're going to be good, you're going to heal. But you can't exactly heal extreme trauma. It's something you've got to work on, and constantly. Like, it's a muscle. Like, you got to wake up and say, I'm going to do this today, and I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to push myself. That's what I'm doing for myself recently, because I'm like, I can't keep doing this over and over and over, especially with the Pmdd thing. You can't, it happens every time before you start your period, like a week to 2 weeks, you become like someone you're not. It's like you've been taken hostage, and it's extremely debilitating, extremely frustrating, and it makes you feel horrible, physically and mentally. So Thena, that beautiful story there is that, you know what, some of us are built to stand by those people who have extreme trauma. I'm thankfully don't have that much, into that extreme, and it doesn't make my traumas any less, because they're still difficult. And but that's something that like I have to work on. And thankfully, again, and right now I'm in a place where I do have that support, and that is something that I didn't have for a very, very, very long time. And it really means so much. It really is it's so important for people to have true supporters, true people that cheer you on, that want you to thrive, survive, and do well. And Thena is just a great, that I feel like that really just shows how the brain works, how trauma works, and even the deterioration of the brain as we age and things start to happen, and like Alzheimer's, dementia happens. And but Gilgamesh said, I'm going to protect her because I love her, and I'm going to do, I know that person is good. They have a beautiful heart. They're just suffering. That's what it is. That's something my boyfriend also has told me, and it was something I never heard before, because usually in the past it would be like, oh, I was always just misunderstood, my anger, my frustration, my behavior too, because sometimes there's just a lot happening. I get overwhelmed, I have sensory overload, and it's not a pretty thing. It's not. And that's been happening to me since I was a kid. So to have people understand, like, you're suffering, I'm here for you, and then there's creating boundaries, all of that. Like, it's possible. It is possible. So I'm talking to the people out there who have a lot of pain and went through a lot as kids and teenagers and adults, that there is a chance. We have a chance. It's a thing that it takes a lot of time and a lot of work, and it does get easier. Yeah, we're not alone. But yeah, I'm hoping I covered all of this. I've been talking for quite a while. Yeah, this is just great. This was a great thing. And yeah, I just hope that like more people will watch these types of movies and really try to come together as one, because that's really all we can do. Just like at the end, like being as one is what saved the world. And we need to put our differences aside, our fears aside, and really understand, like, at the end of the day, we're all human. We all have our wants, our needs, our love. If we have a family of our own, we want to protect them. If we have people we care about, or a pet, or whatever, what have you, we want to protect that. And we want to just live a happy life. I think that's the majority of people. But then again, if you get to a place where you get to abundance, maybe above abundance, it starts to become like nothing is good enough. So there just needs to be some sort of balance. But yeah, that's it. I enjoyed this. This is cool. I'm excited to see the next movie and what they've got going for that. I'm just gonna say this. I'm glad that movies are still here. I'm glad they're still putting in the time, the effort, and the money to create these works of art, and that we're still watching these movies. We're still going out to watch movies at the theater. Like, that is just a beautiful thing. Like, I'm so excited. That makes me excited. But yeah, I will see you guys another time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye, everyone.